that's a factor. I think that you will try to simulate it as best we can. If some guys are still running into needing more at bats or innings once the AAA season ends, but yeah, what's it, a week? Is it a week for us? Yeah, so I'm hoping that these guys will be ready to go by then. Hopefully.
Is Urias a possibility?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a sprained ankle. He's walking around in crutches right now. So I don't know how long that's going to be. It's sprained ankle is at least, yeah, it could be 2 to 4 weeks. Who knows?
With Jordan, first half of the season, most of the attention was being focused on Adley and Gunnar, and Jordan just did what Jordan did. Since he's been out,
yeah,
has that really magnified or illustrated just how important he was to the offensive chemistry?
Yes. Yeah. Offensive chemistry, defensive chemistry, just having him in the lineup on the field, just how hard-nosed he is. The kind of it's a tough at bat. He's aggressive, doesn't walk a ton, but it's a tough. It's a fight every single time. So you're getting 4 fights from against the pitcher, and the ability to use the whole field to leave the ballpark. You get big RBIs for us, and definitely add some grit to our club when he's out there.
Brandon, the last couple months for Rutschman have been really uncharacteristic, and it's a testament to how good he's been.
Yeah.
But what have you seen? It seems like maybe he swings the bat well for maybe 5-6 games. Seems like he's getting going, and then you're kind of right back to it.
Yeah, it's been a tough couple months. Tough since the All-Star break, and he's grinding. He's trying every single day to try to get the feeling back and get, he's putting in so much work, where we have to monitor it, honestly, because he's such a huge part of our offense and a part of our team that, and he knows that. And so he's probably putting way too much pressure on himself on it also. I think that's why you see the swing decisions sometimes aren't not Adley-like, because he's trying to make an impact, and he's trying to get back to who he is. So, a lot of guys go through this. He hasn't had a ton of failure in his career either, except maybe the first month when he was just kind of getting his feet wet, and don't even count that. This is really the first time that that has a prolonged struggle, and that's not abnormal. We still have to remember he doesn't have that many at-bats in the big leagues, even though it feels like he does, and because he's so good and been so good. He's just dealing with it right now, honestly. And I applaud the way he's going about his business every single day. He's not outwardly showing frustration or outwardly. You can't tell, really. Those of us that been around him, we can a little bit, but there's, he's just dealing with it right now. And, you're right. I mean, there's some at bats where I'm like, okay, he's back. There's even like there's a walk in Colorado, kind of late in the game where that was Adley Rutschman at bat for me. And so it's in there, and it's just, he's having a tough time getting consistent, really good at bats every night, like he's done for 2+ years.
Is he dealing with anything physically challenging that's impacting his play?
No.
How big is it to get Burns back to pitching the way he was?
Yeah.
Especially the last month of the season here.
Big time, yeah. He's our ace. He's our number one guy, and he had a few hiccups here lately, and it's really just been, the crooked number after usually something didn't go right, that now all of a sudden here's a 3-run homer, and so I think the stuff is still the same. I think his preparation, everything is the same. It's a little bit of there's some games that got away from him, or innings that got away from him that we didn't see in the first half, and I look for him to bounce back and be able to finish the season strong.